It's Lori Key, the Realty Goddess of Los Angeles, California. I help to establish the community one house at a time. I am a realtor. I have been in the business of real estate for 11 years. Hi, Egbot. And I have been in both cycles, a downtime and an uptime. So tonight, I want to talk about something that is very special, near and dear to my heart, because I've helped a lot of people. A Nike symbol. Okay, upside down, kind of, right? Okay, that's cool. I can flow with the rest of them, baby. So anyway, now that we've talked about my eyebrows, thank you for joining me. Thank you so much for coming in. I want you to please do me a favor. If this is the first time that you have ever been into my scopes, hi, working. Good to see you tonight. Please screen here. Hi, Mr. Black. So that I know that you're here. And also, this program is not really well known about. So what I want you to do is to do me a big, touch those three dots down there in the corner, share this information out, because honestly, there's not a lot of people who know about this program. So let's get into content. Thank you, Shannon. I appreciate it. I thought I'd try to get out of some black. I'm always in black and dark colors, so I wanted to kind of brighten that up a little bit. So, and I even got cute and started wearing some jewelry. I'm telling you, because you want to try to look nice for everybody. Okay, so there is a special program right now that is out here just for certain professions, okay? And the professions are these: police, teacher, EMT, and firefighter. Thank you, big boy. Thank you, freedom. Thank you, working. So you want to take a screenshot of this. Take a screenshot, because this program right here is just for these professions: police, teachers, EMT, and firefighters. Okay? So now, this is what's so cool about it. EMTs, emergency medical technicians. Thank you, big boy. Sometimes I forget to say that because a lot of people don't know what that is, which is an emergency medical technician. They typically go hand in hand with firefighters. So when firefighters are called out, EMT are also called out. So I don't think people who are rude, so bye. All right, so egg drop. I got some new things to put in there so that we can make sure that trolls don't come in, because I can handle a lot of it, but some of them are just ridiculous. This program is great, and I can't wait to get this information out. All right, so the program is called The Good Neighbor Next Door. Good Neighbor Next Door. GNND for short. Now, this program, I like to call it wow, I didn't know that. That's pretty cool. That's a stressful job. Thank you for your service. It's got to be very stressful. I know it. So thank you. This program is absolutely fabulous. Now, we pay stars lots of money. We go out and we support their products. Kylie Jenner comes out with some stupid lipstick and you go running to buy, okay? Anybody endorses something, you go running to buy. A lot of the times they don't make a whole lot of money for the service that they put back into the community. So once again, this program is for police, firefighter, EMT, and teachers. Now, what is it? The Good Neighbor Next Door program is established by HUD, which is Housing Urban Development. These homes are not put on the MLS, so they're not being advertised to the regular market in real estate. There's only a special place that you can go to look for these homes. And this is where you go to find them. www.hudhomestore.com. Take a picture. Click, click, click. www.hudhomestore.com. Thank you, Mr. Guy Man. No, it's not new to Cali. It's still around. Working for you, it's still around. But people were abusing it, so they kind of backed off of it. So this isn't new for Cali. I have closed a lot of these homes in Denver. When I first started out in business and I lived in Denver, I was a realtor in Denver, Colorado. I now live in California. So I've closed a couple of these here, and I've closed many in Denver as well. So this program has been around for a while. However, the government kind of pulled it back a little bit because they saw that people were abusing it. So yeah, it's kind of sad. But let's talk about it. My name's Laura Key, and I am the Realty Goddess. Now, if you are in one of these professions, you can go to www.hudhomestore and look at the list of things that are available. Not every HUD home is available for this program. They are only a special amount of programs, and they're not always available, okay? So when you go to www.hudhomestore, I'm going to see if there's anything available right here while we're talking. There is a drop-down menu. When you go to that website, what you need to do is to put in your state, and I'm doing this as we're talking. Put in your county that you live in, and hit search. Okay, that's going to pull up all of the HUD homes that are available in your area. But if you want to get more detailed, there is another box that is called buyer type. Okay, buyer type. So you're going to hit that drop down menu, and you're going to hit the line that says good neighbor next door. Then hit search again. Right now, Los Angeles doesn't have one, but let's see what state does. Because sometimes you could just put in any state and see if they're available anywhere. Because here's where the eeny, meeny, miny, mo comes in. They don't always put these homes out. When they do, they put it on this website and this website only. So they put it out there. You need to go and check every day, or your buyer's agent needs to go and check every day for you. I do. Super fast. How you doing? Good to see you. You could do both, sweetie. There's no limitations in real estate. So the people who qualify, Shannon, are police, firefighters, EMT, and teachers. Okay, so you're going to the website, you're going to the drop-down menu that says Good Neighbor Next Door in your county and where you live. Hi. So when you find a home that is actually there, hi Marshall, good to see you. When you find a home that is available, you have 7 days to go and look at that home. Okay, remember I told you it's not, hi Lady Divine, good to see you. Remember, these homes are not put on the MLS. There's only on this site, okay? So when you go there and you find one, contact your agent. Your agent should have the magic key to go out and show you this home. So you have 7 days to go and look at it to see if it's something that you're interested in. Now, here are special notes about what's going on with this program, all right? 1, they're typically not in the best area, okay? They're always, in LA, a lot of times they're really not in good areas. In Denver, that really didn't matter because they were all over the place. And I actually seen some like new builds that were actually on there that went into foreclosure and became a part of this program. Okay, so know that it's not always going to be in the best area. And 2, they're not always going to be in the best of shape. They are going to usually need some work and a lot of work. But there's a special program that goes along with this to help you make this home yours. Now, it's great. It's a great starter way for people who are in these professions because a lot of times they don't make a lot of money. So I can come back to Louisville, Kentucky. I can get my license there. I have reciprocity with Kentucky. So listen, you go in, you like the house. The next step is to put a bid in online. Okay, you go in, you put your bid in online, just like any HUD home, but you have to certify that you are in these professions and you qualify. And we're going to talk about qualifications in just a minute. Right now, we're talking about the process. Okay, so you go in, your agent online. Hi, Sage, good to see you. And you put in your information. Now, check this out. Yeah, like VA used to do. So listen. everybody puts in the same amount. So you're not competing with price. If the house is priced for $250,000, that's what everybody's willing to pay for that house, only in those professions. So when the ending period comes and it's time to pick a winner, a computer just goes in and it goes, how y'all like my computer sound? And it goes eeny, meeny, miny, mo. And it picks somebody. There is no, oh, this one over this one and this one over this one. No, it literally lottery picks it and says, guess what? Winner, winner, chicken dinner, you've gotten this house. So now you have to finish up the paperwork immediately. Yeah, the computer goes. And now you start the process of owning this home. You have a right to an inspection. So you still can have an inspection on this home. The HUD home has already been appraised. So therefore, you don't have to do that appraisal part because they've already done it. But the critical part is definitely that inspection. Are you ready for the down? Aha, Mr. Guy, you was ahead of me, right? You ready for the down? You typically, in some states, only have to put down $100. But in most states, $1,000. That's all. That's all. That's what you put down because of this special program. That is your amount, $1,000 or less. So can you only buy a HUD home if you're an agent? No. You can only buy these good neighbor next door homes if you're a teacher, firefighter, EMT, or police officer. Okay? All right. Now, let's talk about what happens if you do the inspection and you're not happy with the house. Well, you can get out, but typically HUD will usually keep your money because they know that this home needs a lot of work. So if you can risk $1,000 or you're willing to move through with a special program to fix the house, then I got some good news for you. Okay? So here's the process. You put your bid in, the computer goes picks a winner, you have your inspections, you have your appraisal, you do your paperwork. Dr. G! Oh, you make me warm my heart, Dr. G. Oh, I'm so glad you came in to say hi. I'm honored. Thank you so much. And then you can close on the house. FHA is totally allowed. Totally allowed. They encourage it. And not only do they encourage it, my friends, you can use the 203K loan. What? What is a 203K loan? A 203K loan is a rehab loan. Oh yeah, please do, Marshall, because she needs to check this out because you can really help a lot of people. I love it. So you can actually take out a 203K loan to fix this house up the way that you want to, okay? I've had people that just wanted to just do a kitchen, maybe remodel a kitchen, and they've done that. I've had people that needed to rehab the whole house, and they used the 203K. Now, the 203K is a lot of extra steps, but as long as you have a great agent that can help you walk through those steps and a lender who understands this program, guys, do not just pick any lender. Do not just pick any agent if you're going for these homes. They better know about this program. They better be educated, right? They've got to be educated so that they know what to do to help you guide. This is not an easy process. Okay? There are bumps sometimes. Uncle Sam likes to throw curves sometimes. So you want to make sure that you actually, yes, it does make your payments a little bit higher, Lady Divine, but I'm going to keep like the most exciting part of this to just a few minutes. You want to stick around for this, okay? So, all right. So, thank you. Appreciate it. Oh, Mr. Guy, you make a girl blush. Thank you. So, check this out. So, you can fix the whole house up if you want to. Okay? Now, there are parameters that you have to stay within. You can't be the big mansion on the block, okay? You want to make it fixed up where you're comfortable and cozy, but you're not over fixing. Okay, got that. I'll go back and look and take a snapshot, okay? And if you want to reach me, you also can reach me on Facebook, direct message. My business page is facebook.com/Realty Goddess, or direct message me on Twitter, okay? So check this out. You fix the house up. You only have to live in this house for 3 years. Okay? 3. Now, with a regular HUD home, not a good neighbor next door, you only have to live there 1. But part of the reason that they are offering these homes to these professions is because they're trying to revitalize the area and revitalize the community with people who work for the community, okay? So there are very, very special requirements that you need to meet in order to buy this house. But first, let me tell you the kicker. You ready? Come on in. Come on. Come on in here. Come on. I got something to tell you. Put your ear up here, okay? Put your ear up here. Come on up here. Got a secret. So, yes, Dr. G, they're available everywhere, but they're not always available. Not always available. There's only certain times that they will release these homes in certain areas. So they're not always available, but when they are, you better be ready, right? So you ready for the secret? So you buy this house for whatever they advertise it for. Let's say an example, the house is $300,000, right? You meet the criteria, you fix up the home, you do what you need to do to get it, you live in it for 3 years. After you live in it for 3 years, you get it for half off. Did I blow your mind? Did the goddess blow your mind? Did the Realty Goddess tell you something that you didn't know? The house, after you've lived in it for 3 years, you now can get it for half off. Okay, explain. Ready? Okay, get ready. Get ready. Get ready. Okay. So this is how it goes. You buy the house for $300,000, okay? They split that payment down in half. So you're paying half on that home, okay? You're paying for $150,000 on that house, right? And then that other part just sits over here on the side, right? Oh, I have done this, and I have done this a lot. I have sold a lot of good neighbor next door homes, okay? I have done this a lot, and I'm happy about it, and that's why I want to share it with you. Okay, so the second part of that mortgage just sits over here in a little bowl, and it's like, I'm just sitting here. And the reason that it actually sits there is because it's waiting on your actions. Now, they will come and check on your tail feathers. Okay? If you said that you're going to live in that house for 3 years, that's what you signed a government paper for. You better live in that house for 3 years. Okay? Because at any time, they can come and, hello, Mr. Homeowner, are you still here? We need to make sure that you still live in this home. And if you're not the one living there and you're renting it out, guess who Uncle Sam is going to come after? You. You can get a huge fine and you can be imprisoned. And the reason this program is not as big as it used to be, well, I don't know, Dr. Hightower. Well, I think death, when the Lord calls you home, I think the death of the Lord has you covered. Okay, I think it's got you covered on that. But, okay, so it's waiting for you to take action, all right? So if you live in the house for 3 years, you've done your obligation to the government. That second part that's sitting in that quiet little spot goes away. Bye. And that's why you get it for half off. After the 3 year, no, Lady Divine, no, not for 3 years. Not for 3 years, you cannot, okay? Now, if you want to rent a room, that's a different story. But you better be living there, okay? Don't be trying to be cute, because they will follow you, okay? And they have done this, and this is why the program has backed off from what it used to be, because people were abusing it. So, now, okay, you get this home half off for living there for 3 years. Now, let me explain something about this part, okay? If you used the 203K loan and you took out an additional $30,000, $40,000, $50,000 to fix the home, that part doesn't get split and go away. Okay, that part goes on the first part of the loan. Remember I told you how they split it? So the house is $300,000. There's 150 here and 150 here. Well, if you get the renovation loan, that's going on this 150. I'm a visual talker. I hope that doesn't freak some people out. So that part actually goes on your first that you're paying on, okay? Now, I just closed a teacher 2 years ago. She's got 1 more year to live in this house. That house needed total rehab. I mean, total rehab. When we first bought it, and we went in, you've never been, okay, well, that's tough. I'm not going there. Dude, come on. So, next year, she's going to be able to sell that house and move to where she wants to move, okay? She bought the house for $225,000. She put $50,000 in the house. She's only paying on that $150 plus the $50,000 that she put into the home, which is a very low payment. Right, Ricky Ritardo? Yeah, right. We ain't got time for that. I didn't put those words in the egg drop, but I got something for him, Dr. Hightower. I am a Christian woman. We don't go there. So listen, now that you've lived there for 3 years, what happens after 3 years? And that second part of that mortgage goes away, okay? You can sell it if you want to and take that equity and put it into another home if you don't like the neighborhood or you're ready to move to a different area. You can rent it out if you want to. At that time, you can deed it to your children. You can give it to your grandma. You can give it to your mama and daddy. It doesn't matter after 3 years because your obligation has served. And now you have paid on half of a house that you've gotten half, and look at all the equity that you're going to get. Okay. Now the home that this one teacher purchased 2 years ago was $225 at the time. I already know because I've been following her values for her. If she were to put it on the market today, she would get $345, especially with the upgrades that she put in that house. As a matter of fact, thank you very much. You're paparazzi. You're cute. Cha-ching. Okay? It's paparazzi. Yes, it is. Thank you very much. I love it. So yes. So at that time, you can do whatever you want with that home and you can walk away with your equity and do whatever you want to. Prepayment and loan terms, this is a special program, so you have to live there for 3 years. That is a must. That is a must. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. If you break that term or something happens outside of death, Dr. Hightower asked, but I've never had that happen, Dr. Hightower, and I don't want to know neither. But I would find out for you if you really needed to know, because I love you. But after 3, no prepay penalty. No, sir. You can take that equity and do whatever you want to with it, all right? So there is no pre-penalty payment on it as long as your loan says so, okay? Any tips for giving a family member a home that you want them to take over payments? They have to still, your lender has to agree with that. There is no taking over payments if your lender won't agree to it. It would have to be sold and put it into a different loan name, okay? Yes, you're checking the HUD home today. So what did we learn today? Teacher, firefighter, EMT, police officer. Now, let me explain a couple of other things to you, okay? 1, you cannot currently own a home and participate in this program. Yes, you can, Mr. Guy. After 3 years, if you sell that home, if you sell it and it's no longer in your name, you can participate in this program again. You cannot be a current homeowner or have your name on a home to participate with this program. Now, there are even specialties within these professions, okay? If you are a teacher, you have to buy within the area that you teach in. Now, if you're a Los Angeles teacher, you pretty much can buy anyone in Los Angeles County, okay? However, if you're a Compton teacher, even though that's Los Angeles, California, they have their own city. So therefore, you'd have to buy a program in Compton if one came up, okay? Yeah, LA County is huge, dude. I am all over the place, straight out of Compton. And I've sold a lot over there, Dr. G. Riverside County, I've sold a lot over there too. It's everywhere, guys. It's everywhere. It's everywhere. It's everywhere. This program is everywhere in all states of the United States of America. But I told you they don't always come up. It's a secret program, and even a lot of teachers don't even know about it. So what I did is I reached out to a lot of the schools here in Los Angeles, California. I talked to the principals, and they have me come in and talk to their teachers about this program. Okay, now remember what I just said. There's special sweats. Thank you. I love what I do, Mr. Guy. I really do. So here's special terms. Now remember, I just told you if you're a teacher, you have to buy within the community that you serve. Usually it's the county that you serve. Okay, now if you're a police officer, you need to buy where you serve. So if you serve at the Inglewood station, then you have to buy within a certain radius of the Inglewood station for you to participate in this home. It doesn't necessarily go by county. The same thing with firefighters and EMTs. Now listen, the EMTs that qualify for this program are the ones that work with the firefighters. Okay? It has to be. You're a teacher in East LA. You better start checking this stuff. Right, Ricky? Gotta check it. Reach out to me and I'll get you a list whenever it comes up. Oh, I wish, Pastor. But I get a lot of questions about doctors and nurses too, and there aren't any special programs for those. But, you know, God's got us. He takes care of his babies, don't he? Yes, he does. You can't even tell me that he don't take care of your babies. Oh, Mr. Gray, you're a pastor. I love that. How about city personnel, not police officers? No. Now, listen, okay, you ready? Ready for police officers? Some more information about police officers? You don't necessarily have to be a police officer. You just have to have block party. You just have to have arrest powers. Now, for a while, there was problems where it was on and off for sheriffs. I don't even know how that happened. But there, you've got to know the program. And some of the stipulations don't make sense. But this is why I'm telling you, you must work with an agent who knows this program. No, you can't buy in Tijuana. That's not the United States of America. So, so you have to have arrest power. So I actually had a parole officer that did qualify because she had arrest powers. And it was because of the status of her working in the office. So you can say law enforcement with arrest powers. Okay? Isn't that good to know? Isn't that really good to know? So if you're a teacher, you have to serve the community that you teach in. If you're a firefighter, same situation. Police officers have to serve in the community that they have to buy in the community that they serve. Now, I have closed pretty much all teachers. I think I've closed about 7 of these in my career. But they've all been teachers because, let's face it, guys, police officers don't necessarily want to live in the areas that they serve. Would you want to live in an area that you serve if you're arresting people every day and people know where you live? Just saying. Just in case you got deported. You ain't going nowhere. You ain't going nowhere. You stay here in America. So, limit to U.S. only. Yes, limit to U.S. only. Okay, Laura, what if you're an executive protection security with high power to arrest? Is that law enforcement? Is that the question? This is where we get down and dirty with the details. If you have kind of a profession like that, you would come to me and say, do I qualify? Then, honestly, technically, yes. So that would be me talking to the HUD office and pleading your case to allow you to qualify, right? Hi, Queen. Good to see you. Thank you. Welcome back. So, yes, I have gotten really friendly with the HUD office because it's a very important program. I always want to make sure that the people who put in qualify for it. And also, I want them to understand all of the parameters that are needed in order to get these homes. Now, like I just told you, my teacher who purchased 2 years ago, next year she will be selling. She knows that she wants to sell. She bought that house for a reason, because she actually really wants to live in San Bernardino, because that's where most of her family are. So in another year, no, can't be a rental. Only owner occupied. Okay, now after 3 years, you can do whatever you want to about it. But for now, you have to live in it for 3 years. So she's going to sell. She already told me to have my sign ready for her next year so that she can move to San Bernardino with her family. Now, you know, San Bernardino's houses are cheaper. She's going to take that half and put it into a bigger home for her and her family and make off like a bandit. But don't you think that that's well deserved for someone who serves the community? I mean, we pay our basketball players, we pay our celebrities, we follow and endorse them, but what are they doing for you? Be conscious of where you put your money, and make sure that you support those who support our community. Regardless of however you feel about law enforcement, there are good cops and there are bad cops, okay? There are good teachers, there are bad teachers, okay? There's good and bad in every profession. There's good and bad in real estate. I've come across a lot. But you want to make sure that if you qualify for these, you're doing it for the right reasons, and why not get the benefits, okay? So, recap. You ready for a recap? This is the Fed program, so it would be the same. The Fed program. I'm sorry, I must have missed your comment. So can you clarify for me? Okay? Do me a favor before I recap. If you've never followed me before and this is your first time meeting me, consider this our introduction. Hi, how are you? I am Lori Key, the Realty Goddess of Los Angeles, California. I help to establish the community one house at a time. I've been in the business for 11 years. I've seen the good, bad, and the ugly, and I help educate you so that you can reach your goal of home ownership and your real estate goals. So tonight we discussed the HUD program. HUD is the Housing Urban Development. Thank you, Dr. Hightower. I appreciate that. Hey, you're supposed to be reaching out to me. Direct message me, Dr. G. Got to help you, okay? Thank you for following me. So tonight we talked about our program called the Good Neighbor Next Door. It's also known as the GNND. Oh, tell her I love her too, okay? So, where do you find these homes? You find these homes at www. Gotta pose, okay? This is where you find them. Not all homes on the HUD list qualify for this program. There is a special drop-down menu underneath that says buyer type. You drop down that menu to Good Neighbor Next Door, okay? You cannot currently own a home. You cannot have your name on a home. Basically, they call it first-time home buyers. If you don't, you could have owned in the past and maybe you don't own now. So you still qualify, right? You have to be a teacher, firefighter, EMT, which is emergency medical technician, or teacher, firefighter, police officer, and EMT, okay? You have to be one of those four professions. You put in your bid online with an experienced agent in this program. You make sure that your lender knows this program. Did I let that sink in? Do not just go use some Joe Blow lender and some Joe Blow agent, because if they don't know this program, you're doing yourself a disservice. They really need to know this program inside and out so that this can be the best and smooth transaction. You can use FHA for this home. You can use 203K for a rehab loan. Do you have a recommendation place to find foreclosures or short sale properties? Yes. Yes, there's plenty of them. You can go to Carrington. I'll tell you that in just a minute, Mr. Guy. There's only certain lenders that know this. Okay. Now I know Wells Fargo is one that does a lot of the 203K, but there are actually better lenders out there for you. You let me know and I'll find you one and where you are. Okay. Direct message me. So you purchase this home and you own it for 3 years. After 3 years, you get it for half off. You have a right to an inspection, and you have a right to use a 203K loan. Yes, HUD has their properties all online, but what did I say? Not all of those listed qualify for this program. This is an eeny, meeny, miny, mo program. It's when they want, where they want, how they want. Whenever they decide to put one up is whenever they decide to put one up, and it's only up for 7 days. If no one bids on it, it's a loan on these, depending on where they are. If it's in a rural area, yes, you can. Okay? So you live in the house for 3 years. You cannot rent it out. It's owner occupied only. After 3 years, thank you, Daddy's best. Yeah, that's all that's on there. But you have a right to go and see it. That's why you really need to make sure you're working with someone who knows how to tell you when these are available. Okay? So you go out, you see it, you put your bid in, everybody, okay? Then you go through with the regular home buying situation. If you're using a 203K, you have to turn in your vendors and vice versa and all sorts of stuff. That is actually a different scope. I'm not going to do that tonight. So that's what you do for the good neighbor next door. If you know of anyone in these professions, and what did I say the professions were? Police, teachers, EMTs, firefighters. Okay, that's who qualifies for these homes. Then, after 3 years of living there, you get the home for half off, and you can do whatever you want to. Now, if you put a renovation loan on the house, then that half doesn't go away. You have to still pay your renovation. But if your home was not in this program, no nurses and no military in this program, but the VA program is an excellent paid firefighter. It does matter. Yes, paid firefighter. Okay. Whew, Lala got to sneeze, and she don't like that. Okay, so that is the program in a nutshell. There is a lot of other information. If you would like more information, please make sure that you reach out to me. You can direct message me on Twitter at RealtyGoddess. And if you've never purchased a home before and you just don't even know what to do, you're like, what the heck? I hear all these great things, but I don't even know where to start. It is a very detailed and intricate thing to do. It's one of the biggest investments that you're going to make in your lifetime. So I'm huge on education. So you can sign up for my course at bit.ly/housekey. And this is all lowercase, no high case. Take a picture, and now you can go and sign up for this class. It's totally free. It's just you and me. Every day you'll get an email from me for about 14 days. Every topic is only about 10 minutes. Thank you so much, everybody. Every topic is about 10 minutes, no longer than that. So you can do that before you go to bed, right? Okay. Now, the only 2 episodes that are longer in my course than 10 minutes are the ones that talk about credit and the other one that talks about lending. And both of those are about 30 minutes each because it's full of a wealth of information for you. And those are the 2 main questions that people ask in order to get a home. If you don't have those puzzle pieces and you don't understand those puzzle pieces, then we all can't put those pieces together and get you a home. So that's why those 2 days are longer in the course. Okay. How I know? Because I've been in this for 11 years. And I love what I do. So I want to say thank you, everybody, for joining me tonight. I really appreciate your time. I know that was a lot. Sure that you share this out with someone who does. Thank you for your time. I wish you love. I wish you light. And I wish you blessings. Why not go out on a limb? Thank you. Come on, I help you. Why not go out on a limb? Isn't that where the fruit is? You're so welcome, everybody. Thank you. Have a beautiful night. Bye.